Hi and hello dear friends, welcome back once again to our channel VAAGAI Academy of Mathematics, and this playlist is where you can find video lessons for CAT, MAT and other management exams. This session we have a problem from the concept of ratio and proportion. Yes, let's see what problem we have. The question here is a 135 ml solution contains milk and water in the ratio 5:4. So that is, it is given there is a solution, and that too it is a milk water solution. That also they have specified in the question itself. So you have milk as well as water, and how much is the solution? How much capacity do we have? We have got 135 ml. Okay, yeah, 135 ml. We'll note it here. So milk and water are present in the ratio 5:4. That is also given here. So 5:4. So milk is to water. This ratio is what is 5:4. Now what they have asked is how much water to be added to this solution to make the ratio 1:2. That is, to the solution we are going to add some more water, extra water, so that what happens is the new ratio of milk and water should be now equal to 1:2. This is going to be the question. Okay, so that is, we are going to add some extra water. So what happens is, because of that, the ratio is going to change. Of course, the capacity will also be changing. I mean the quantity, the volume, that will also change. So the ratio is also getting changed. What is the new ratio they have given? The new ratio is given to be 1:2. So that means how much water is added here? This is going to be the question. Okay, very simple question. So we have got many approaches to solve this question. So let me try to showcase two of them. One is by a conventional way and the other one is by a shortcut way using ratio parts. Okay, yes, yeah, fine. So first of all, we will start from the first information given here, because here is where we have got the original, the initial ratio, right? Okay, so the ratio of milk and water is 5:4 and it is given to be how much? 135 ml. So clearly from this information itself we can clearly say how much ml of milk is there and how much ml of water is there. We can easily tell that, right? How we can tell it? It's going to be very easy. See here, we have got 5 and 4 here. So that means milk is like 5 parts and water is like 4 parts. So that means totally 9 parts is what is equal to this 135. Okay, so 135. So that means if 9 parts is 135, then what we can tell about 1 part? So 1 part will be nothing but 135 divided by 9. So what is 135 by 9? We can easily divide it, right? So because 9 15s are will be 135. So in that case, 1 part will be 15 ml. So now we can easily tell how much milk is there and how much water is there. Fine, yes. So that means milk will be like 5 parts. So 5 parts will be, 1 part is 15. Just now we got it. So 5 parts will be 5 into 15, which will be 75 ml. Let me write it here. And 4 parts will be nothing but 4 into this 15. That gives us 60. So 60 ml. So I hope this basic calculation is very clear to you. So I'm not wasting much of space here. Since this is going to be a very basic calculation, you will be easily able to follow it, I hope. So let me repeat it. Initially, milk and water are present in the ratio 5:4 and the total capacity is given to be 135 ml. We are just splitting the values, that's it. Okay, so out of this 135, I'm just going to divide that 135 in the ratio of 5:4. That is what I'm doing. And how am I doing it? I'm just taking the total parts, because 5 parts of milk and 4 parts of water. So total 9 parts. So that 9 parts is what is equal to this 135, this total. So if 9 parts is 135, 1 part will be 15. So I can divide it, 135 by 9, I'm dividing it, I'm getting 15. And so now I can easily get a milk and water. Milk will be 5 into 15, 75, and water will be 4 into 15, 60 ml. That's it. Okay. So this says how much milk and water we had initially. I mean before adding that extra water. Fine. Yes. So far it is okay. Now what we can do is, we are just going to add some extra water. We don't know how much water is added here. But once after adding, what is happening is, we are getting the new ratio to be equal to how much? The new ratio is 1:2. So in that case, what is that extra added milk is there, extra water is there, right? That how much extra water is added, how much ml is added there, that we are going to find it. So let me just do a very small thing here. Let's try to take the help of equations. Okay, yes. So we'll try to construct an equation using these ratios. then we solve it, we can easily get the answer. For that purpose, let me take that extra added water to be some x ml. X ml of water is going to be added. So in that case, now what we can do is, after adding, what about milk here? Milk will be still the same, is it or not? So that is, we will still have 75 ml of milk only, because milk we are not adding or we are removing, nothing we are doing. So milk remains the same, 75 is to, now what about water? Water, there is 60 ml, right? So 60, already it was 60 water, but now after adding how much ml? We are adding some extra x ml of water, is it or not? So in that case, now what will happen to water? Water, new water's quantity will be equal to 60 plus x. Now this ratio is what is equal to 1:2. We can very well equate it, right? 1:2. I'm equating it. I hope you are able to catch this, what we are doing. It's going to be very simple. So now after adding, milk is 75 and water is 60 plus x. This 75 is to 60 plus x ratio is what is equal to 1:2. So what next we can do? Ratio means it is like a division only, right? So I'm just going to write the same step in a division way, okay? So what happens is 75 divided by 60 plus x will be equal to, right hand side also, let me try to write the same way. So this will become, this 1:2 will become 1/2. So now see what has happened. So here we clearly got an equation in terms of x. Now once we solve this equation, we can easily get the value of x. That's it. So what we can do here is, we can first of all cross multiply, is it or not? So when we try to cross multiply, we will be getting 75 times 2, that will be equal to 150, is equal to, this side it will become 60 plus x into 1. So it's just 60 plus x only. So now we can solve for x. X will be equal to 150 minus this 60, and that means our answer will be 90. So x is equal to 90, and 90 ml is going to be the answer for this question. So this is going to be a conventional way where we try to solve this problem. Now we can again solve the same problem without framing this kind of equation. We can just use the ratios parts concept itself. We can solve the same problem. Let us see that parts approach, how we can solve it. Yes, ready? Yeah, come on. So let me just show you another shortcut approach, how we can solve the same problem. But this involves some better understanding. We should be very clear with the ratios basics. So shortcut is going to be as much easy when the concept is clear, when the basic concept is clear. And also shortcut, the way how it is easy, it is also dangerous. That is also we have to keep in our mind. Okay, why? Because we should be very clear with the basics. Even if you are going to slip, just miss one step, it is going to be a great blunder. That's the reason. So we should be very, very careful in using shortcuts. That's what. Okay, so carefully just concentrate here what I'm going to do. So again, let's start from the beginning. So we have got what? Milk and water in the ratio 5:4, and that is what is given to be how much? 135 ml. Now closely watch what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this milk and water initial ratio is 5:4. Okay, yes, this is done. So this is milk and this is water, 5:4. And now what happens is, this 5:4 is what is given to be 135 ml. That also I'll just note it separately. So this is 135 ml. We'll have it separately, this information. And what next happens is, after adding some extra water, what is happening? The ratio changes to 1:2. Remember, after adding water, the ratio changes to 1:2. Remember, we are just adding only water. We are not adding milk. So in that case, quantity wise, milk is going to be the same now also. What is the thing I'm coming to say? What quantity of milk was there previously? Even just after you add the water also, the quantity of milk is going to be the same. So let me do a small trick here. Instead of writing this ratio as 1:2, I will just try to keep the milk's part to be the same 5 parts itself. I hope you are able to understand what I am coming to say. What I mean, that after just adding water, the new ratio is 1:2, but this 1:2 ratio I'm going to rewrite it as, how I'm going to write this, I will just keep that milk as 5 parts itself, right? Okay, milk is still 5 parts. Then this 1:2, in order to satisfy this ratio 1:2, what should come here? 5:2. Here what number should come? So 5:2, we should have this 1 is only becoming this 5. Okay, so 1 5s are is what is this 5. So for convenient, I'll just write it. 1 into 5 is what is 5. So here also, this 2 parts will also become 2 5s are, it will become 10. That is, the new ratio of milk to water is going to be 5 is to 10. Original ratio was 5 is to 4. Now the new ratio is 5 is to 10. That's it, right? So why I'm doing this is, as I told, milk parts I'm just keeping it constant. Why? Because milk's quantity is constant, right? So in that same way, to represent it, milk's quantity also I'm just keeping it to be constant. So once I do that, I'm getting this new ratio. Now see here, water was previously 4 parts before adding, but after adding, what happened to water? Water is now becoming 10 parts. Is it or not? So that means how much parts of water is added? That is the question, right? In question, what is that they are just asking? See there, how much water to be added? That's our question. How much water to be added? So we will just compare parts wise. How much parts of water is added? 6 parts. Is it or not? Why? Because see here, already it was 4 parts. Now after adding, water has become 10 parts. So that means extra 6 parts of water is added. Is the point clear? 6 parts of water is added, right? Okay, that 6 parts is what is how much? This is my question. Very simple, okay, right? So initially how much parts we had? Initially we had 5 plus 4, 9 parts we had. So that 9 parts is what is equal to this 135 ml. In that case, water also, that extra added water also we are now representing in terms of parts itself. That is how much parts? It's going to be 6 parts. So 6 parts is how much? Is the thing simple? So 9 parts is 135. So 6 parts is how much? So how much it will be? It's going to be a direct proportion only, right? Or you can even go for 1 part. What is 1 part? 1 part will be how much? If 9 parts is 135, so 1 part will be, we have already calculated here, it's here itself. So 1 part is 15. So that means 6 parts will be 15 into 6. So 15 6 are, it is going to be 90 ml. So how much water is added extra? Water added extra is going to be 90 ml. So we are getting the same answer how we got here. Right? Okay, but this involves careful steps, less of work, okay, less of paperwork, but we have to give more stress to our mind. Okay, so we should be carefully doing this problem. We can avoid doing or avoid just framing this kind of equation, solving this equation. We are just simply trying to solve this question just by a parts logic. That's all we are doing here. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. So initially 5 is to 4. Now the new ratio is 5 is to 10. I'm rewriting it 5 is to 10 in order to keep the milk as the same. And extra added water is 6 parts. So if I know 9 parts is 135, it is given in the question itself. I know 9 parts is 135, then extra added 6 parts is equal to how much? So 9 parts is 135, so 1 part will be 15. So 6 parts will be equal to 15 6 are 90. That's it our answer. Okay, yes. So that is what is giving our answer. So anyways, answer for this question is 90 ml is going to be the answer. So option C, 90 ml is ready available. Our answer is available to option C. So that is going to be the answer. So hope you are able to understand both these approaches. This is going to be the basic conventional approach, and this is a quick shortcut method that involves much clarity in your basics. Okay, fine. Yes, yeah, fine. So I hope you are clear with both these approaches, how to solve this problem. And if at all any doubts you have got, you are most welcome to comment it in the comment box. And when I see it, I'll see to rectify your doubts. Also, if you feel this session to be useful, please give a like. And also, if any of your friends are preparing for any such exams, please do share this video to your friends also, so that they also get benefited. And again, we'll catch up in the next session with some other interesting question. See you soon there. Thank you so much.